Sekuruwe is a village in Limpopo. It is administered by a traditional authority system of governance. The Sekuruwe community lost most of its agricultural land in 2005 when it was leased to an international mining company. The lease was issued by the government with the approval of the traditional authority.
The Sekuruwe case is about the way the mine is dealing with the community members in the way it's using the land that belongs to the community.
We don't have crop fields. We don't have anything. We don't eat right now. We are very much poor, but we are next to the mine.
The villages have been affected because they no longer harvest anything at all.
The agricultural land was leased to make way for a tailings dam. Tailings is the toxic waste slurry left over from processing the platinum ore.
It's very much dirty, and it can cause us to be sick.
The tailings dam will eventually cover Sekuruwe's plough fields, grazing land, and ancestral graves. When it reaches the height of the tallest poles, it will stretch up the valley to cover natural springs and wetlands. Environmental researchers from Wits University predict that the toxic water from the tailings dam will contaminate these wetlands and pollute the underground water. The Mokunyama family, like others in the village, are concerned about the future of their drinking water. They fear the water in their underground boreholes will become contaminated.
The people of Sekururwe will live on poverty because the land will come back to the community, but it will be useless. They have said that they will going to build a clinic and to make a borehole and to buy a land for the community of Sekururwe. Nothing has happened.
Along the way, some members have realized that the process is somehow disadvantaging the community members. It's taking them their grazing land, taking them their grave sites, taking them most of their resources, their valuable resources, in such a way that they feel that even the money which they've received is not enough.
The mine gives me 20,000 for 13 hectares. I'm selling this wood for get food.
In future, I would like the whole village to be improved, say economically. The mine must help with many things we want: the grains, the pasturage, our businesses, the roads, schools.
The people of Sekuruwe also feel particularly upset by the way the mine exhumed their ancestral graves.
According to our culture, when you see a grave, it seems you see a church where we used to gather and pray for that grave, in that grave, so that because that person was buried there, we took him as a messenger to the God. These two graves is my grandfather and my grandmother. They said that graves was going to be exhumed. There was a threat that you agree or not, it's going to be exhumed.
149 graves were exhumed over 4 days using a digger.
Pieces of bones lie scattered all over here. Even the dogs, you can't do such things. But we go to the cemetery where they say they have buried the remains there. We open that grave. We find full of soil. Everything just mixed up. Only full of soil. No bones. Sometimes we find 2 bones, 3 bones, but all of them been broken, all of them. So it's clear that people were coming here to talk with their ancestors. Meanwhile, our ancestors are left behind. The important thing now is to do the reburial in the dignity so that we can lay our ancestors in peace.
The LRC is involved in assisting the community members who are saying that what the dealings with the mine is undermining their rights and they are being robbed in the process. What I found out is that most of the consultations which the community did and the government officials were involved in were not properly done.
They introduced a group that they call it's Section 21. We didn't vote for them. But because of the mine, they've talked with the mine that they will represent us without our knowledge.
The community are telling me that no, we were not involved in resolutions which have been taken. They were not involved in the lease agreement which was drafted. So all of what I'm doing is to assist the community to say it out in the court papers. The documents were not translated into Sepedi, which is the language which majority of the people understand. That community has got few educated people that whenever you're dealing with them, you need thorough translations of whatever paper you are reading to them. So that was not done to the people. So when we talk to them about those papers which have been signed, it's clear that they did not understand, and even where they were to sign, people were signing without understanding or explanation.
Because we are so poor, the rich people like Anglo Platinum, they know that there is no way we can go, there is nothing we can do. They know we can't go and get a lawyer. We can't afford to pay a lawyer. So we depend on people like LRC and others. Like now, they are helping us. We are pushing everything so that everything should be known by the world. It's not a secret.